Foreign policy vis-à-vis China.
Pull out far from there to the glorious suprahuman depths of faith, of religion. All of Japan is dotted with Buddhist shrines, emblems of three varying schools of Buddhism that originated in the single Buddha. In each, the Indian influence peeps forth, warmly amalgamated with local traditional evolution and thought down the centuries. Esoteric Buddhism places strong emphasis on ritual, especially involving incantations. Locally, it's taken the name of Mikkyo, meaning secret teaching or secret Buddhism. Mikkyo's origins in India came in the form of a synthesis of doctrines, philosophies, deities, religious rituals, and meditation techniques from a variety of sources. Such diverse elements came together over time. It combined with the philosophical teachings of Mahayana Buddhism and formed a coherent Buddhist system of thought and practice.
で日本の密教でも我々は誰でも仏性を持っているので、密教というか仏教ですね、特に。
In Japanese Buddhism, we believe that everybody has a possibility to become Buddha. Therefore, life is very important to us. Every single creature has life and is a part of the universe. It is important to follow the principle, live and let live. The fact that we are born means that we have potential and power to live in harmony. This is important that these powers are used for the betterment of the humanity. This can be achieved if we have a healthy mind and a healthy body.
On to the Kazuga Shinto shrine in Nara Prefecture. The interior of this 8th century shrine is famous today for its bronze lanterns and the 1,000 and more stone lanterns leading up to it. The path to the shrine passes through a deer park. The animals run freely here, believed to be sacred messengers of the Shinto gods that inhabit the shrine and surrounding mountainous terrain. Shinto is the indigenous spirituality of Japan and its people, with 80 to 90% of Japanese people listed as Shintoist. Shinto does not actually require professing faith to be a believer. Instead, it's most often seen as a way of life rather than a religion. The Todaiji Great Eastern Temple in Nara serves as the headquarters of the Kigon school of Buddhism. The shrine, a listed UNESCO World Heritage Site, also teems with Sika deer, regarded as messengers of the gods. Even till 1998, this was the world's largest wooden building. Within, Todaiji houses the world's largest bronze statue of the Buddha, weighing 500 tons. In centuries gone by, this shrine served as the central administrative temple for the early schools of Buddhism in Japan. At its height, ordination ceremonies frequently took place here.
Buddhism is spread after the Hinduism. Not Hinduism, I can say this is Vedic. That's why even in Japan, we can find out many Vedic gods as a guardian of the Buddhist world. For example, Indra and Brahman, and Saraswati, and Lakshmi. Also we can find out. These are Vedic god and Vedic goddess. And also Dwarapala, also available as a guardian. Before Buddhism come to Japan, nobody think about the make a figure. And because in Shintoism, the God is invisible. How can I do? So this kind of the big influence is gave to Japanese culture. This is one of the big role of Buddhism.
Look outside religion to the colors of society itself. If religion in Japan is about the individual's way of life, traditional dress stands out as something more ornamental. See it in the porcelainic delicacy, yet gaudy flourish of the kimono. The T-shaped, straight-lined robe that's worn so that the hem falls to the ankle is Japan's most typical contribution to fashion.
そうですね。私は長年やっぱりコレクションとかたくさんやってますけれども、やっぱりその世界から見た日本という、その存在というのはやっぱりこう新しいジャパンみたいなコンテンポラリーなジャパンだけれど。
I've been in this industry for a long time. I always try to introduce elements of Japan, not only contemporary Japan, but also traditional Japan. The costume I am wearing is not exactly kimono, but it is a touch of Japanese tradition. I chose this costume today to demonstrate the contact point between Japan and India. So I think I can call it Indian style Japan or Indian style Japanese. The image of India is the vivid, beautiful color. So I hope you can see some aspects of India here in my costume.
Today, kimonos are most often worn by women. Men may wear one at weddings and tea ceremonies, or professional sumo wrestlers in public. To the outsider, wearing one is as technical as the sari or the safa and calls for some skill and expertise.
の着物の文化を感じていただくということで、5着の中からお好きな色、着物を選んでいただいて。
Japan has 4 distinct seasons, so we have many different versions of kimono. We can go to India choosing the right color or right taste or patterns of kimono for Indian ladies or Indian people to do a similar demonstration. I am very much looking forward to a chance to go to India to promote Japanese culture and at the same time to learn about Indian culture.
Bonsai, that dates back to medieval Japan, is as much about art and creating something beautiful to behold as about long-term planning, contemplation, and ingenuity. Bonsai gardens and museums are subjects of active propagation, privately or through government participation. India has lapped up the thrill and brilliance of it. The Indian Bonsai Association conducts regular demonstrations and workshops. Members hold their own discussions and troubleshooter forums.
This is the best way, I think, that we can be as close to nature as one can be.
Definitely, you become more environment conscious.
Stress of life is, just seems to disappear when you're in working with your bonsais or being with nature for that matter.
Masters of international repute, often from Japan, demonstrate advanced bonsai techniques.
I see the bonsais made by Indian ladies. I have to say that also myself, I have to learn bonsai when I go back to Japan.
Reflective of the cultural overlap also is this event, Namaste India, launched by the Asian Club Foundation and the Japan-India Business Cooperation Committee in 1993. The Society to Promote India-Japan Cultural Relations took over in 2003. The annual event at the Yoyogi Park Event Square in Tokyo offers an experience of the entire world of Indian culture. Clothing to foodstuff, business and academics, dance and music, yoga and Ayurveda, mehendi and exotic spices, and much more. With spirits refusing to be dampened by the rain or other whims of the weather. This event underlines once again the synergies and complementarities in the society, culture and economies of India and Japan. Huge potential for enhanced linkages and cooperation burst through. Nature to business, religion and the arts. The relationship says the parallels are so strong and the meeting points so many. Potential for a symbiosis show through on so many fronts, so many areas, so many possibilities of India looking to emulate their efficiencies, of the Japanese delving into India's cultural wealth and economic potential. 60 years of diplomatic relations is but a milestone of a multi-dimensional road that opens up further with every interaction, every exchange. It's about celebrating human warmth again.